It is a privilege for me as the Arachabbot and Chancellor of St. Vincent to welcome you to the Basilica this afternoon on behalf of the entire Benedictine community, on behalf of the entire college, seminary, parish, monastery community. I want to extend a very warm welcome to the senior class, to your parents, to those of you who will be inducted into Who's Who today, along with your parents, your family, and friends who join in this celebration. I welcome you on behalf of Father Whalen, the rector of the seminary, Brother Norman, the president of the college, Father Thomas, pastor of the Basilica, along with Dr. Smetanka and Dean Kaler. It is a great honor as we gather to celebrate the founding of our great educational institution of St. Vincent, and to honor those who will be recipients of the faculty and staff awards this afternoon, along with our students who will be inducted into Who's Who. Your accomplishments and contributions to St. Vincent reflect in a very real way the very generous and self-giving spirit of our founder, Boniface Wimmer, whom we honor this day. Today we come together as a community charged with the ongoing stewardship for Boniface Wimmer's mission to America. While there have been some bumps and hurdles over these years, the seeds of Wimmer's Catholic Benedictine mission for the liberal arts and sciences, which were planted 166 years ago on this very soil, bear the fruits of the generations of men and women who have dedicated their energies to continuing this ever-expanding mission. Today, Wimmer's mission continues through the St. Vincent Foundations in Taiwan, mainland China, and Brazil, in addition to St. Vincent College and Seminary here in Latrobe. St. Benedict brought the new evangelization to the collapsing Roman Empire in the 5th century. Boniface Wimmer brought the new evangelization to the millions of immigrants who arrived in this nation in the 19th century. Recently, our Holy Father has challenged all of us to be instruments of the new evangelization to the world in which we inherit. It is now you, the students of St. Vincent College, and the seminarians of St. Vincent Seminary, to be the standard bearers of the new evangelization to the dispossessed, to the disenfranchised in our world today. In a special way, I want to express my gratitude to you, the faculty and administration and staff of St. Vincent College and Seminary, the current stewards of that educational mission, for faithfully carrying forward the spirit of Wimmer and his companions. And most of all, I want to thank you, the students of St. Vincent College, the seminarians of St. Vincent Seminary. You are the lifeblood of this Catholic Benedictine educational institution founded by Boniface Wimmer and his companions. Your enthusiasm, your energies, which are reflected in the numerous service activities locally and throughout the world, provide inspiration for all of us as we celebrate this year of faith. You are the new evangelization. Boniface Wimmer, the founder of St. Vincent, was a man who believed in God's love and became, for many people, a voice of hope. Learning of the hardships of the European immigrants in America, he was moved by deep compassion and desire to do something to alleviate their pitiable conditions. And so in 1846, Boniface Wimmer, with 18 young companions, came to America and founded a monastery and school here at St. Vincent, where he dedicated his life to alleviate the pitiable conditions of those immigrants who arrived on the shores of America and struggled to become a part of the mainstream of American society. The St. Vincent community, under Wimmer's leadership, made foundations all over the United States. Often he appeared to respond to those most in need, to African Americans in the South, Native Americans in the Midwest, immigrants, objects of religious bigotry and ethnic discrimination everywhere, who were struggling to find a place in the New World. Through the establishment of over a dozen monasteries, 53 educational institutions, and 152 parishes, Wimmer helped struggling immigrants to find a place in the new land, to become a part of the mainstream of American society. Wimmer and his companions faced tremendous obstacles in this new land. They encountered religious and ethnic bigotry, financial difficulties, personnel shortages, crop failure, and a nation torn apart by a catastrophic civil war. Yet it seemed that the bleaker the prospects, the more eager Wimmer was to take them on. In the wake of a particularly problematic year, Wimmer wrote to a friend in Bavaria, "We cannot be held back by debts, by the difficulties of the times, by unfortunate years. Man's adversity is God's opportunity. Forward, always forward, everywhere forward." There is no doubt that Wimmer knew how to make things happen. Most of you know the story well. Thanks to Wimmer's biographer, Dr. Jerome Auchin, a graduate of St. Vincent College, who joins us in this celebration today. From the monastery and school he established at St. Vincent in 1846, Wimmer's work spread to Minnesota in the 1850s, and then to Kansas when that territory was bathed in the blood of an undeclared war over slavery, a prelude to the Civil War, which took the lives of 1 million men. Soon monks from St. Vincent were laboring in New Jersey, Kentucky, Virginia, Texas, Tennessee, Nebraska, Alabama, Florida, North Carolina, and Colorado. They became the new evangelizers by bringing the Word of God and their educational mission to the German and Irish, to the Pole and Slovak, to the black, the Indian, and the white. In 1887, Sadlier's Catholic Directory would say of Boniface Wimmer's Benedictines, "Nothing in the growth of the church in this country exceeds the wonderful development of this community." Wimmer was a risk taker. He was a man of action, a man who made mistakes, yet a man of heart and a man of faith. When he died on December 8th, 1887, the New York Herald wrote of him, "His acts of kindness and charity extended to all classes and conditions of human society. And there is scarcely a poor family in all the region about the monastery that at some time or another has not been the recipient of his generosity." As we celebrate Founders Day today, we thank God for the miracle of St. Vincent. We believe that God was present in its founding and that God is present with us today. In the spirit of our founders, Boniface Wimmer and his companions, we must commit ourselves to meet the new challenges in new and creative ways. Our future is not determined by the past, but by our faith, hope, love, and courage. With God's help, we too can make miracles happen. Let us ask God then this day to inspire us with the gift of that same spirit that animated Abbot Boniface Wimmer. It was a spirit that is not faint-hearted, not afraid to take risks. It is a spirit that doesn't give up easily in the face of opposition. It's a spirit that doesn't dwell on self and doesn't dwell on failure. It is a spirit that hopes and forgives when hope and forgiveness seem foolish. It is a generous spirit. It is the Spirit of Jesus Christ, the cornerstone of our life here at St. Vincent.